Okay, so today I'm going to talk about content for your site, and if you're watching this video as part of our 7-day training course, you should already have sketched out a rough plan for your website. And today we're just going to briefly introduce the various elements of content that you might need for your site. So the main things you're going to need some text, you're going to need some images, and you may want video, and you may want some other type of functionality. And by type of functionality, one example I might give is, let's say you're doing a site about mortgages, you want a mortgage calculator or something. So many people won't need functionality. Many people won't want the complexity of adding video to their site, although it's a lot easier to do nowadays. But the basics that you'll generally always need are text and images. If you get a site mocked up by a professional designer and you don't give them any text, what they'll do is they'll generally use a type of filler text, and what they use is usually Latin, and it starts lorem ipsum. And this lorem ipsum text is designed so that it doesn't distract from the design, because it's in Latin and people don't understand what it is. It actually doesn't mean anything, it's gibberish, but it doesn't distract from the design. And so the point of having that there is so people can view the design and see what it looks like. But it's actually better if you have some real text that even if it's a rough draft, that you can put on the site. So let's say you've got 4 pages of the site. You've got your home page, your about, your contact, and then you've got a product page. If you can write even some draft text for each one of those pages, so on the home page, write up a couple of sentences what you're going to put in there. It doesn't have to be final, it doesn't have to be polished. Just write anything you can, save it in a text document or in a Word document, and do one of those for each page on your site. With images, a couple of different things you can do. Again, the images that you choose don't have to be the final ones that you're going to choose on the site, but it's good to put some sort of images, get some sort of idea what you're going to do, so that you get a rough idea. What you're doing here is you're really creating a mock-up or a prototype, and it doesn't have to be polished around the edges. It just has to give yourself an idea, and if you're working with somebody else, give them an idea of what it looks like. So we're going to look at some places that you can get these type of images. You can get stock images. You can just take screenshots and take images off other people's websites. At this stage you don't really need to worry about the copyright and licensing issues, because again, this is just a prototype. This is not the final image that you're going to use. It's just something to get an idea of what it looks like. So in the text below and in screen grabs, we're going to look at some places that you can get some images, and you can also work on writing and creating the text for your website.